Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Risk of Resources Season 1 Grand Final. Can you believe it? Goji, can you
Dude, I can't believe it. It's I've been waiting all week for this. I'm so excited.
I am actually very excited.
It's awesome. This is the biggest race we've ever had.
Today, we are playing 6 loadouts. We have a 1,070 at the moment dollar prize pool that will be split up among the racers today. We're gonna roll the loadouts live on stream. We're gonna get everybody in here, and we're gonna see. We're gonna gauge their reactions a little bit to kind of what they are. All right, you guys ready?
No, Mark.
Let's
No,
do
Mark.
it.
No, Mark.
First one is Merc.
Oh,
No way! No way! It's
not
unreal. It's just unreal. You just
That's
hate
Mark
me.
too.
You just hate
Second
me.
one is False Sun.
Oh
What is
my
that?
God.
Laser the Father, my favorite. Third,
Oh,
Called it.
interesting. Fourth is Railgunner.
Oh, Big D.
yes! Oh my god, that's so perfect. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Fifth is Fiend.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
And the last one is Acrid.
Oh,
Oh, no.
wait, I'm
Wow.
locked in. Wait, I'm locked.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Why does that have
That's
to be
human.
last, man? That's so fast.
Merc starting off today, our stages are Siphon Forest, Aphelion, Sulphur Pools, Grove, and Helmet.
the tough part is just stage 4 and stage 5. Generally, if you don't get some damage, the character starts to fall off. But the name of the game with Merc is a Mithrix fight. It's, are you going to get the damage items to kill Mithrix? Like, you have a built-in pillar skip, you have a lot of survivability, but you don't have single target damage, and that's what everybody's going to be looking for this run.
Last time we saw Merc, it was like the worst Mithrix fight we've seen in a while. I think people underestimate how bad of a Mithrix fight you can really have with Merc because of that lack of single target damage. Granted, the character can go really fast throughout the stages. That's really not the majority of the run. Faku's already at low health here, so just
Yeah,
keep an
a
eye out.
little
Did
bit
get
scary.
blasted by a golem. Probably looking for a drone or something soon.
Yeah, we see Tyler picking up a Chronic Expansion out of the Halcyon Shrine, which is already going to be some great damage, and that's an item that works pretty well with Merc. You're often sticking with a group of enemies, getting a lot of kills in quick succession.
Oh, we have a Gubo for
Diamond
Tyler
Blast.
as well. I mean, look at Tyler actually.
Ooh.
Has kind of, I think, the most lead out of everyone right now. Has 4 items, has the equipment. Everyone else kind of just got off the end of the house tonight. It looks like everyone finds this gasoline in that tri-shop in the back of the map, except
everybody
Tyler.
except Tyler.
That's
Yeah.
actually bad.
Faku's actually doing a lot of looting on stage 1 here, picking up a uke that
I like how much Faku's looting early. This is typical Faku though. Everyone else tends to kind of have a similar pace through all their stages. I like that Faku loots early and it allows him to just kind of blast through the later stages. I like that more.
Yeah,
And-
especially on a survivor like this, where like you're gonna need some items. Like if you get to the end of stage 5 without the right items, like you lose so much time in that fight.
Oh yeah. Faku doesn't really play on chance, and I think that's why Faku's so consistent. Faku will play through stage 1, get tons of stuff, and then based on how the run is going, kind of say, okay, maybe I can go faster or go slower. And I kind of like that. It feels like there are some other play styles where people just kind of throw it at the wall and just go as fast as they can. Not to say they rely on luck, but they rely on luck a little bit to kind of determine how fast the run may be based on what they get. I
Yeah.
really feel like Faku does that. And Faku is still incredibly fast. Sorry, one thing that people still need to remember is that items still are the key of this game. And you can't
Yeah.
just go through with nothing.
I think something a lot of viewers might miss as far as like the strategy goes in racing is just looting paths. It's really hard to like pick up on how people are thinking about looting, because if you watch, it's just like, oh, they're running through the stage. But all of these racers have spent time thinking about how am I going to see the most of the stage possible while getting to the teleporter as fast as possible, and striking a balance between those two ideas. And like we've seen Zinc and Cabbage using mods to like track people's looting paths throughout the stage and see how that affects their looting efficiency.
Yeah.
It's really important. And anybody that's consistently winning, I think that's the most important thing that they're doing, is that they just have good looting efficiency.
By the way, there is a Halcyon Shrine on stage 3 as well, and Confuse is doing that right now. First one to start it up. It might be a pretty easy Halcyon Knight kill as well, just lure him off the side. I was like,
Yeah,
Tyler's
it's
going right to
interesting
TP.
seeing Tyler doing the Zai construct, yeah. And getting a leeching seed out of it, so it's kind of a nothing item out of this teleporter, so we'll definitely see a little bit of divide, and with the Halcyonite shrines, it...
Get the Halcyon Charm. We see a +5 for Confused, by the way, on stage 3. Not off to a great start, but I hope that he has kind of internalized this Merc loadout as something that he has admittedly been not too good with, and is saying like, okay, just try to focus on mental today. Hopefully that doesn't tilt him or anything. It is brutal, but it is recoverable. Interesting TP spot in stage 4, by the way, for Confused. It's up in the little nest out there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Speaking of plays, actually, Confused hitting a 3rd Halcyonite shrine on stage 4, so completely skipping this TP. We'll see if this is going to be fast or not.
I mean, I think Confused was the first one on stage 4, so the Halcyon did seem pretty good on stage 3, but also I don't really think he looted as much as Tyler did on stage 3. Maybe not, but
we'll see what he gets out of this these items here.
It's another
Picks
gas.
up a second gas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not nothing, but not gonna change too much here.
First one on stage 5, by the way, is Tyler. I know that Tyler's been very, very comfortable with Merc lately, and I think that might help him here. He's also, whenever I see Tyler play, I feel like he plays Merc. Like, if he has the choice of what character to play, I feel like it's usually Merc. No one else here, I don't think, does that, by the way. Everyone else is like, I'll play someone else. Everyone has their favorite character. And speaking of favorite character, I think Acrid is Confused's new favorite character as of lately because of that tech.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch him play that later. Tyler does have the world record in Merc right now with a 20:58, which is pretty damn fast. It doesn't, when you compare it to some of the other speedruns, it doesn't sound that crazy, but when you remember how slow of a fight Merc usually has, like, that's a crazy time.
And world record holder.
He's on pace for a pretty good run already. Getting those 2 chronic expansions, APR, 3 needle tick. I like where his build's at.
And Tyler is the first one done with stage 5 TP, by the way. I wonder how much he's going to loot here. I mean, you were just talking about how much he has for Mithrix, but it's still not like a ton. So we'll see how fast the fight goes. Merc on the moon with Tyler. Let's see what kind of skip he goes for. We do have a pretty fast skip here. He's just going to go for the pillar next to Mass. He's going to slide up, go to the branches, and start the fight. And Tyler's in.
But
Confused on the moon as well.
Yeah, Tyler's in the fight. Yeah, we'll see where Confused ends up here. I mean, that +5 is really tough. It's hard to be 5 minutes ahead on this loadout unless you find something really crazy. And I don't see anything in Confused build I really don't see anything different than Tyler's build. I mean,
I kind of want to see
He's got
Soup.
the 2 chronic. I want to see Soup as well. Faku has started the fight as well now, with Confused getting up there too, but our front runner right now, Tyler, is already more than halfway through phase 1, and the damage isn't looking too bad. I mean, we know it's not going to be a fast fight, but
no.
it's not crawling. I wonder if Big D's gonna kind of looking for anything here on stage 5. He did actually find a watch, and then just decided to take the Milky Chrysalis, take wings. He also is the only one that found a red item here. He found some ceremonial daggers, which, while is useless for the fight, you can put that into a white soup.
What Big D has done as well is took a gamble. There were 2 Void Crittles on stage 5 here, and went and opened both of them. Only got a Wungus and a Void Crit though, which unfortunately are not going to be that helpful. Did get a ban of a Tri-Shop on the other side of the stage. Kind of out of money at this point.
Yeah, they're going to get up to the fight around 21 minutes, I'm guessing. And so they'll be getting up right around the time when other people are finishing their phase 1. It's going to be hard to come back, but it's definitely possible. He does have the best damage. He has 2 APRs. He has a watch.
That's true.
The band. There's some multiplication going on that others don't have quite as much of.
Tyler on to phase 2, by the way. About halfway through. Faku's about to enter phase 2 right now in 1 second. Confused is just a little bit off. By the way, they're not in 4th. I mean, Confused still has a +5, so Maybe still is looking at 3rd, even if the pace remains exactly the same for everyone right now. So
we do see Big D starting to deal some damage in phase 1. It's not looking horrible, but it's going to be tough to catch up when Tyler's already about the same spot in phase 3. Keeping the damage going.
Confused is a little low.
Confused.
Lost that transmitter. That is really bad, by the way. Faku and Tyler, by the way, are about neck and neck here in the middle of phase 3. Faku was caught up very quick somehow. it always feels like Faku is so aggressive in phase 2 and phase 3 that he makes up so much time by just staying in close. I mean, look at how Faku is staying in, using his M1s, getting a lot of extra damage. Tyler's a little bit out there sometimes, not really getting those extra M1s in, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, Faku's also got a 30-second real-time lead as well, just starting a little bit after Tyler did.
Oh, true.
So he's in a really good position. We'll see if he's able to get a phase 4 skip here. There's a few ways to do it with Merc.
And Faku set up for phase 4. Doesn't
get it.
No. Tyler does have Gubo for phase 4, even if he doesn't get the skip though, so that would help a little bit.
He doesn't get it either, but
nah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Gubo. I don't know if that's going to be enough to make up 30 seconds here.
Maybe not 30,
portals...
but it will help a little bit. And Tyler is done. Faku's about to be done though in a second, and that vase is up for Faku, so it looks like Faku's gonna take the win on this one. Yeah, even at its closest, Tyler is still just a little bit too far away to capitalize on that little bit of faster phase 4.
Yeah, we can see Tyler hits the ship at 25.57 and Faku at 25.25. So really good runs from both of them. And yeah, I mean, Big D finishing up phase 2, having a pretty clean fight, taking a lot of curse, but as long as he can hold off +5 in, he should be able to take third. Confused on the other hand did manage to get through phase 2 without taking another +5.
Very low max health though here because of the curse, so hopefully can not die here. There will be ads that spawn in a little bit, so hopefully they're okay. The differences in times here are not really that drastic, only like a few minutes each. All of you would have been within what, like 3 minutes of each other. Very good job, very good start to the day. Hopefully this one is just a good warm-up and get in there, but let's not waste any more time. We got a ton to do today, so let's go rapid fire a little bit. Let's go to False Sun, and we'll see you guys here in 10 minutes when you guys are done with False Sun, surely. Very exciting.
I'm excited for DLC 3. It's going to be a lot of things that are going to change the races, I'm sure. I think you probably know better than I do.
A little bit.
But when's it coming out? Is it like
November 18th? Or it's right around the corner. And we're very fortunate we were able to get the final done, as they are now, before DLC 3. I think we'll be pretty set up, I think, for DLC 3 when it happens. We'll be excited to see the racing and stuff on that, and I'm very excited to see the metas kind of evolve. More on that later.
The drone meta.
Yeah,
it's gonna come.
We'll see. There are a couple of wood critters on the stage, and so far there's been at least 3, right? And I think 2 of them have been void crits, it looks like.
Yeah, pretty bad False Sun item. You're not doing a lot with a void crit. Oh, but there is a luminous shot in the Halcyon Shrine. So
even at
it's
tier
gonna be
1,
of those runs.
It is going to be a 10-minute run. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, right.
Over under, how many items do you think people are gonna get this run? Are you thinking under 15?
I think Faku would probably get under 15. Maybe confused. I think maybe Tyler might loot a little bit here still, is my impression. Maybe I'm crazy for that, but I think maybe Big D might go very few as well. It does look like Big D is looting a little bit even after getting the luminous shot though, so maybe we're totally wrong. Maybe we're totally off here. But what we will say is that you could win with no items except luminous, but obviously some speed is nice and stuff.
What I've seen from False Sun is it's a really strong loadout, but it's kind of different than a loader, where people are really comfortable on loader and people have practiced it over and over again. People mess up the skip a lot on this loadout.
That is
people
true.
+5 during pizza a lot on this loadout. There's a lot of little mistakes people can make because while you're really strong with luminous, you don't have amazing mobility. It's easy to kind of get stuck. Yeah, I don't want to see anybody push it too fast, and the reality is a +5 loses you this loadout if everybody else doesn't +5.
It's very true. We jest a little bit with the 10-minute run thing, but it's gonna be pretty fast.
Did you just see Tyler's damage there? Just one-shotted the Vagrant and then picks up a feather. It's gonna be quick. So what I'm looking at here is a couple of variations. Tyler found a crowbar, which is huge. That's the item that lets you kill Mithrix in one hit. And Faku found an ATG.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the slam has a higher proc coefficient, right?
It does if you jump from a higher point to use it, which you can't really do with Meridian's Will as much unless you choose to teleport up somewhere and then jump off of that point.
Well, regardless, that ATG could come into play. If you can get a good ATG on the right hit with this loadout, it's going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
This-
decent amount.
Tyler's actually doing this Void Seed on stage 2. I think just recognizing he only had a couple enemies left to kill, and there's 2 Void Cradles in here, so finding a Wungus, I think he's probably looking for like a Polyloot or something in here. But a Safer Spaces doesn't hurt either. That's a big safety item.
That is very, very nice. I don't know if anyone else is really going to go for that that Void Seed. I mean, I think everyone else was a little bit disappointed with how the Void Cradles were in stage 1. So maybe they're just like, Void Cradles are bad. I don't want to do the whole song and dance of going to the Void Seed and getting that.
That's what's so tricky about this loadout is it's like taking 20 or 30 seconds to get a watch is just like worth it. You're not sure if that's worth it on this run. Like, how much time is one watch going to save you? Kind of just
So
grab the items that are nearby. I do really like Faku's items though. Finding the band, finding the APR, finding the watch.
Kind of
pretty good
really
setup.
good. I mean, I feel like Faku could just leave right now.
Okay, let's look at Tyler's screen for a second.
Recycler.
Oh, really interesting play is going to happen here. So we talked earlier about Tyler making macro plays in the races, and we're seeing it right now. He's got a recycler. He's going to have a couple different items than the rest of the racers will have in this loadout.
By the way,
I don't know
Confused is done with the boss of TP4 already with an Ocular HUD, same as Big D with the Ocular HUD.
Yeah.
I think Ocular HUD is really strong here, especially with the Luminous and stuff. Like, if you have a Crowbar Luminous Ocular HUD, that's like, we're looking at one-shot territory, it feels like. So we did see Tyler go and check out that there is a Focus Crystal printer on stage 4, actually, printing one of those.
I think for everybody else, we might see them go in a little bit more, because the Crowbar is the one item you really don't want to lose.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you look at Faku, like, you don't want to lose an APR, you don't want to lose a watch, you don't want to lose your stake. Probably just don't print.
Probably not. Faku does not print. There's no way.
Confused is on to stage 5 though, and this is like where he's comfortable. Strong items,
This is
a
home.
fast survivor. It's exactly where he wants to be. Game, but that's a +5 on Big D. Getting
No.
too close to the Dune Strider. Oh, that's
That is
brutal.
tragic. I like how
Oh,
Faku's
nice.
like specifically going for these healing chests, trying to get infusion or stake. It's something we don't see as much of on other characters, but specifically on False Sun, very good idea.
Oh, and an infusion.
Oh, there it is.
I mean, I know Big D's already taken a +5, but he's in a very difficult situation here with a Void
It's not
Gut, a
easy.
bunch of bells, Soulless Control Unit. This is going to be tricky to get out of.
And Confused, by the way, on the moon.
I don't want to say it's over, but if Confused plays this right, he should just win and get like a 17, 18-minute run and be done. I mean, just a reminder.
Oh, Tyler dies
False
as
Sun
well.
just-
That is tough. Stage 5 TP, man.
False Sun has a built-in pillar skip with the
Yep.
charged up M1. So we'll see what Confused does here as he goes over towards the mass pillars. Get himself stuck on the side of the wall. Charge it up for 30 or 40 seconds. And when he slams into the ground, he'll launch all the way up to the arena. One of the coolest skips in the game. Feels like one of those things you'd see in a Summoning Salt video where it's like, now he's going to charge against the wall for 30 seconds and that will skip the pillars. Like, what?
What the hell?
Like, what do you mean?
We have seen Confused mess this up before and actually lose a loadout because of it, so hopefully he's practiced. There he goes. He gets it immediately. Perfect. Meanwhile, Faku lost his watch on stage 5 TP as well, so gotta watch out. The other 2 players do have +5s from this TP, so hopefully Faku stays clean here.
Big D takes another +5. I was worried there for Faku because if he had taken a +5 there during the TP, Confused would be in perfect position to get bonus points on this loadout.
That is tough. We do find Wings for Tyler. I know Tyler was looking for something like a vase there, but Wings is not bad either. And leaving to the moon as we speak. Confused, more than halfway through the phase 1 of this fight. Big D taking another +5 on False Sun stage 5 TP. Confused just about to finish phase 1 here. Tyler on the moon in the hallway. Another +5 for Big D, unfortunately. But Gochu's about right. Confused has like 12 items at the moment. 13 if you count equipment. Yeah, about under 15. But, I mean, if there's one of the characters that could do it, it's definitely False Sun. Fuse almost dying in phase 2 though. It would be really sad if Confused were to die here. Needs to keep using those M2 charges to keep healing up.
Fuse just took a +5
Oh,
during phase
there it
2.
is. That is
Brutal.
unfortunate.
Of course, if Faku does end up with a +5 here, Confused will still be in first place position. That +5 really only puts him back to second. And Big D trying to do the skip but failing.
Big D is setting up the skip right now. That is 25 minutes on Big D's clock though, extra. Tyler about to finish phase 1. Confused halfway through phase 3. But Big D starting the fight does get the skip done. Confused taking a pizza death in the middle of phase 3. That is tragic. If Tyler can remain able here, they might be looking for first.
Well, Confused is at least getting second here, right?
Yeah, we'll see how Faku does. Faku does not have any +5s and is going into the fight right now.
What's exciting here is if Faku just has a clean fight, he's getting double bonus points here. Kind of no matter how slow he plays the fight.
That
He's
is
got a
true.
Huge lead.
And it looks like Faku is
Yeah.
entering phase 4 right now. No +5, so Faku's gonna get paid for this one
Have some
unless
points.
something
Yeah.
happens here. Oh, is just taking every needle. There's an ATG. Oh my god. Is Faku actually gonna die? Almost died.
2+5s here. That's his bonus points.
Dude,
Oh, it's like he's taking every needle he can try to.
it's
This is
actually
scary.
insane. If Faku had higher health at the start of this phase, actually would have died to Void Sent, I think. Incredible.
I think he's in the clear now.
Yeah, I'm surprised that
I'm
needle
gonna-
didn't proc bans, but I guess the needles just didn't have enough multiplication there off the ATG. Wow,
Wow.
very, very close, actually. That was really scary.
Yeah, bit of a tough run. I mean, I think the stage 5 teleporter was really tricky, and then phase 2 was pretty tough as well. Well, hopefully have a little bit of a cleaner run on this
Beautiful
really
Rex.
nice Rex. Well, this should probably be a little bit slower of a loadout.
Well, I don't know, because I know that a lot of people really have been liking the damage M2 on Rex, and they can kind of go pretty fast with it. They also, I mean, it's nicer having the shift without the damage on it. A lot more movements. I think it's gonna go faster than you think, but slower than you'd hope.
I was gonna say, I mean, this Void Cradle could make a difference, but probably not too much. Weeping Fungus isn't gonna be the item anybody was really looking for in there.
No.
But
Oh,
yeah, I
and,
do think people will spend a little bit more time early on looting in this run. I think generally people will more so take on that Faku play style where they make sure they get some items before kind of speeding up a little bit. Speaking of Faku, he's in a great spot. He's got 7 points. That's a good place to be. That's if I was in this race right now, I'd want to have 7 points. I mean,
I
that'd
also
make me
want
pretty
7 points.
comfortable. There's not much you could do to be in a better spot than that. I mean, hey, Big D hit it, and he's having a pretty quick Halcyon fight here. Already took him out. Gonna go down.
There you
and
go.
Grab his free item.
Ooh, kind of interesting choices here in the House of Night reward as well. We have Chronic Expansion, which is good. We also have a Gore's Tome, which can be extremely good. And then we have a Chance Stall, which is kind of a mix-up item. Yeah, everyone chose the Crunch. Interesting. I mean, a couple months ago, maybe a year ago, if you would have asked what someone would have chosen there, I think most people would have said Gore's Tome. So it's interesting to kind of see the meta shift a little bit. We have actually options for equipment here as well. We have Saw, shout out to Disputed Origin, and we have Royal Capacitor as well. And I think both of these are extremely valid choices.
You know, if we're playing Task or Sovereign 2, the Saw is definitely the better choice. Like,
Oh, of course.
as much as we joke about it, Saw Tech is really strong.
Yeah,
It's just like nobody practices that shit. Like
it's called the
so
Death
nobody
Tech
can
for a
really-
reason.
Yeah, exactly. It's a +5 tech. Like ideally it's gonna be really good, but like you need movement speed to make it comfortable. You also kind of want some like other damage as well to kill ads and make it safer for you. So like in a perfect world, like yeah, you take the Saw, but I think everybody's gonna walk out of here with the. You know, I said that and I looked over at Big D and he's got a Saw in his inventory. So,
Oh,
but I do like the capacitor a little bit more. It's a really safe damage equipment to take.
Confused is really
Confused
low.
Broke his watch.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
scary.
don't really feel like the watch is meant to stay in this build. I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah.
This is not a build for a watch. Speaking of comfy,
Yeah.
we have a nice runic lens from a Chance Shrine on Faku, and that was that a Giga reward from the Chance Stall in their inventory? It might have been. But either way, it's in that Chance Shrine. And Tyler also has the Chance Stall, walked right by that Chance Shrine. Looks like Tyler's printing a little bit of gas there, same as Confused had done earlier. Big D did not print any gas and already on stage 3. So Big D's going a little bit faster here, but I'm kind of worried about their build as a whole compared to everyone else's, especially right now.
No, their damage isn't looking bad though. I mean, when you start pressing that M2 button, it hits.
I mean,
It
M2 is
does,
really good, but they're also just such on low health constantly. Tyler
I think
does have a
Tyler's
little
gonna
bit.
get
Oh,
this
wait.
runic lens.
Oh, you need to hit one more time. One more time. Yes.
You got it. You got it. There.
And
we
he's
go,
like, yeah,
that's
yeah.
you.
What else is in here? You know? It looks like Faku's done with teleporter. Spady also got a needle tick from the Void Cradle up top. And there's a band on top of the little walkway right above TP as well that Confused just picked up. It looks like we are seeing a lot more looting here, and Confused just picks up an ATG as well. So an ATG and a band for Confused on stage 3 is really nice. Oh, and we have a Jellyfish event on Siren's Call, which I think is probably the best thing that could probably happen in this case. I'm pretty sure it is. And Faku is surprisingly taking a long time to loot stage 3, but I do want to point out that is why Faku's playstyle is so interesting. Did lose the chronic expansion for that wrap though. Pretty tough. Looks like Confused is done with TP, just going to loot the rest of the map. I don't really know how much stuff they're gonna be able to get here, but Confused does have something marked. Faku, by the way, still holding on to their watch as well. I'm interested in what Tyler is going to do with the Sail Star on this map though. It looks like they're waiting for a large chest of some sort. Going for the utility chest there for the Sail Star, just getting an extra war banner out of it. And Faku able to scrap in the middle of Teleporter stage 4, just scrapping the Chance stall, and then gets another one from TP. Confused getting another ATG as well from a random and a tri-shop on stage 5. And there's a Gup event, and Confused has positioned himself right on the edge of the map. Hopefully...
Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah. They are going to take some fall damage here. If they got hit by a Gup on the way down there, they would have died for sure. Oh, this is... Oh my god.
This is scary.
This is really scary.
Get out of there, Confused.
I like what Confused is doing, dragging the Gups up to the top there. And they can't really get down once they're up, so...
This is really scary for Confused, though, dropping down to 40 HP with 227 stacks of Curse.
I'm just kind of holding my breath watching him. I'm like, this is... Oh, and there it is, I think. He's lining it up. He didn't quite get the perfect fall damage reset lineup.
Oh, and Big D just did the AWU skip with Saw.
Oh!
And gets a behemoth out of it.
That is so fucking sick.
That is sick.
Wow.
Wow, that is so good. It is like one of the more consistent AWU skip setups, but you do need to get those saws, just the timing perfect. That's an item that's going to really pay off here. But we can see that Faku has made short work of this teleporter. I think the runic lens is really helpful. Does some AoE damage.
Not bad. It looks like Confused.
Nice
Confused breaks another watch, just jumping on their way down to the teleporter there. That was a little bit of a miscalculation. Does have safer spaces though, so is looking for a skip now on the bridge.
Drace, it's got me wondering here, can anybody stop Faku? This guy is on a tear today. I mean, he's on the moon at 1940. Now, I'll tell you, Big D's Saw is doing a lot of damage here, just decimating these Gups, along with that Will-O-Wisp and Gas. If somebody's going to beat him on this loadout, it's going to be Big D, though.
That behemoth.
If he finishes this teleporter and then just heads straight up to Mithrix,
well,
he'll be in a pretty good spot.
I am kind of worried about Tyler, though, now. Only at 72% on teleporter, and look at Tyler's health. How many stacks is that? 600 stacks of Curse. Only at 90 max health. That is a one-shot from anything, so you have to be really, really careful here. Faku is setting up bridge skip right now as we speak, and it looks like does get it. Has to go for part 2 here. Has to get it again in sequence.
Setting up, falling down, and looks like no problem for Faku.
Oh yeah, it's that easy, really. And Confused is setting up for the second jump right now. Do they get it? They were going a little bit too far right there. They needed to hold on a little bit longer, so they have to restart the bridge skip, unfortunately.
Well, I think if Big D hits this Void Cradle and then gets out of here, I'll actually be on pretty even pace with Faku, having lost a few minutes in the real world.
Oh, Big D's just going to go right now. Look at that. Cradle, gone. Boom. Faku already lost a lot of health there in first phase, though. If Faku kind of keeps up this, I mean, the thing is, right, you want to use your M2 because you want to get through the phase, but you also are weakening yourself. You could get hit by pizza at any point.
Speaking of which,
and those watches are gone.
Yeah.
If that happens again, Faku is dead. So, I mean, look at Big D. Doesn't have the capacitor, right? So has to use this M2, lose way more health before the fight even starts just to take out this perfected Wisp. That's kind of interesting how that kind of plays out that way, but...
Yeah, meanwhile, Faku is almost finished up with phase 2 and going on to phase 3.
Yeah,
and
phase 3 right now.
Kind of the crux of this run is, can Faku get through phase 3 without taking a pizza, taking a swipe from Mithrix?
Big D on their second jump right now, and looks like they get it, so really good job. Looks like Faku is saving their capacitor shots for their bans, which is really smart. Some people just spam their capacitors when it's up, but Faku actually saving it specifically for when the band is up. It just shows good awareness on what's actually happening here in the fight.
Another thing that's interesting about Faku right now, Faku has 2 really important high-level Mithrix items, which is a Focus Crystal and a War Banner. And Faku was playing inside of the War Banner when Mythrix was in that area and getting the Focus Crystal damage.
Yeah.
But then during Pizza, fuck the War Banner, I'm just using my Focus Crystal and got in there to have a really clean phase 3 and is on to phase 4 now.
Ooh,
So
Tyler's a little
starting
bit
phase
low.
4,
Transmitter broken in phase 2. And Faku's down phase 4. Obviously, incredible job from Faku there. I mean, you can just see in the way he plays, this guy is switched on right now, man. He's locked in.
Yeah, and we haven't seen him play in a few weeks because he went straight to finals. I feel like I forgot how good he is. You know?
Yeah.
We were watching everybody else compete and be like, yeah, all these guys are like at the top of their game, and Faku's not making it look like that right now. He's making it look like he's just on another level, which is what we've seen all year long. The day is not over, and this loadout's not even over yet. I don't know if Big D's going to be able to catch up in time, though.
Big D is at 24 minutes. I mean, worst case scenario, though, Big D is looking at second here, which is still very nice, obviously. But it looks like Big D is taking a lot of damage phase 2 here. Unfortunately, the capacitor, I think, just is a little bit better for scenarios like this. I mean, honestly, if Big D can set up a wicked Saw Tech in phase 3 and it works, maybe that's what they need.
No, not a comfortable position
Confused
to be
is
in.
also very low. I think Stealth Kit's actually saving Confused right now. That Exploder was running him down, and that Stealth Kit actually saved his life, I think. So, and Big D takes a death phase 3. Ooh. Tyler? Oh, Tyler taking
from
a
A.
+5.
Yeah.
Faku, you're getting bonus points again, buddy.
No way.
Ooh.
Good job on not dying. That's
That
what
was
you
my-
get.
That's my plan, man. I told you that's my plan.
It's a great plan, honestly. I love it.
Yeah, it's kinda nice.
Well, Big
Or
D
saying
trying to
Godric?
finish up with phase 3. I was just gonna say the day isn't over yet though.
No.
If it was a 4 loadout race, maybe if it was a 5 loadout race, it might be over in 3 for you. But there's still 3 loadouts to play after this. So
Yeah.
You're in a really good
Who,
spot, though, I will say.
Who was the guy with the idea of doing 6 phase 2 4?
I think that was Race. I think you can blame Race for that.
Looks like Faku, you got in first with a bonus point. Sorry to say for everyone else. Big D in second,
go.
Tyler in third, and Confused in fourth on that one.
Can't lie, guys. It's a bit of an uphill battle here. Somebody's got to put an end to Faku's reign, but luckily there are 6 loadouts, and it is still possible. So don't give up yet. This should be a pretty strong run.
I think
We've
so.
got basically the not necessarily the speedrunner railgunner. Might be a little faster to use the other special ability, but I think this is the most comfortable railgunner. I think people like using the freeze. You get the mines that are going to launch you, and definitely the comfier M2, stronger M2. Confused immediately hitting a blood shrine. I think it's valid on this loadout,
Yeah.
but it is scary nonetheless. So I'm wondering if Faku is going to start playing even more conservative now. You know, and I don't want to spoil the plot, but Faku doesn't need to win any more loadouts to win today. He can coast and get some seconds and thirds. The most important thing for him is just to not get fourth. If I'm in his shoes, I'm like, man, I'm going to have a 35-minute run and chill and just make sure I don't +5 and let other people seal their own fate. He's done the work he needs to do in the first half.
I mean, I think everyone else shooting for second, right? Second is attainable, and second place is still a good chunk of change.
So that's the nice thing about the prize split, because we kind of talked about it before the season, and we went over a few different ideas. And the reality is, everybody's worked so hard to get here that like you don't want to get second place and then feel like you're super punished, or third place and feel like you're super punished. So you know you're still getting more than $300 for second. Still a big accomplishment. Picking up a remote caffeinator on a few of our guys here. It's an interesting item because caffeinator, some runs it can feel very inconsequential. You know, if you have a slug, the healing doesn't really matter, and usually you're not running a caffeinator build. But I will say on those runs where there's not other equipment and you don't find any healing, having access to that healing during the fight and just the later stages in general can be really helpful. And I'm excited for new equipment in the next DLC too. Forgot about that completely.
Oh yeah, I think things are. I'm not gonna say more. I'm also excited. Wow, can you believe
leak.
Yeah, 1 sub for 1 leak. I'll monetize it at least so I could pay my lawsuit bill.
So Faku actually didn't print any APR,
I'm
which
surprised at
surprises
that.
me with his items.
Yeah, Big D is done with TP and just actually looting a bit more before they leave. They might have had a plan of attack here on looting the rest of the stage, hitting this blood shrine, and then going to the try shopping a couple chests on the ramp here. Other people get these because speed is a big deal, and speed isn't one of them.
Yeah, I think speed's going to be the most important type of item to find on this run. The Mythrix fight shouldn't be too difficult. It's really just, can you get there? Can you survive? And if you're in the fight, can you dodge Mithrix a couple times? Because you're able to play at such a long distance, you're able to freeze him. Kind of innate damage on Railgunner is so strong that it makes the fight a little bit easier.
And confused on
Yeah,
the way to
Faku-
stage 3 with Big D. Looks like Tyler and Faku are taking their time a little bit more. Actually, Faku is in last right now in this one.
And that kind of is the one thing that could worry me today is, yes, Faku's in a good position, and I talked about him playing a little bit slower and safer. That only works if the others are +5ing and making big mistakes. If the other three really turn it up, you're not getting points for playing slow. Faku does find an elephant there, though. Walking up on the feet, find some extra equipment.
There's a vase right on the third TP, by the way, like actually on it. So if someone
That's
doesn't
huge.
get it or find it, then I don't know. There's another sales star on Tyler, by the way, who didn't use their initial sales star when they got into the stage. So that's kind of a waste of an extra item.
Pathing around the whole stage just for looking for one small chest, and you can see them looking around now, just not really being able to find any.
Yeah, maybe there's just
But-
there are no chests. Man.
But we do see a couple Big D picking up right now, so
Another
there's always
watch.
potential to get that third item. Well, there is an ATG coming out of the stage 4 teleporter. Just gonna work very well with this loadout on Railgunner. Can easily get some procs with the special, especially when Mithrix is frozen. Though everybody picking up a vase here. This is gonna be pretty quick, I think. We'll see
This-
people really try to just speed through the stage 4, speed through the stage 5. Everybody's gonna get that ATG too to get some extra damage.
I think some people are going to get faster times than they got in the False Sun. And I'm just looking
Just
for some
hard to
bans
play.
right now, what I kind of want. Oh, there is a gas that Faku's printing that's a very... I don't know why he did that. Anyone just
Faku-
looks at that one and
Faku's
you're
really
just-
turning it off for this fourth loadout here.
Yeah, you know how like Faku was like, oh, I was nervous at the start, and then as I was playing, I developed a sort of rhythm. I think we just destroyed Faku's rhythm, honestly.
Yeah, that's actually why we
Ooh.
did the break, just in case somebody started playing really well to kind of mess with their groove. Don't want them getting too comfortable.
Big D flips that switch right on, dude. I mean, Big D's the only one at stage 5. They are a very proficient railgunner player, and they've put in a lot of time into practicing railgunner in gauntlet speedruns. So
Yeah, what
Well-
do you think their record is? Just give me a guess on what their time is on Railgunner.
you were asking that because it's extremely low. So I'm gonna say something insane like 16. What?
It's a 13:44.
That's
It's
crazy.
ridiculous. I'm pretty
didn't
sure
know
that's the
it's that.
fastest run anybody's ever had.
That's insane. Double sticky bomb
Yeah,
for
no,
Faku
I-
out of the sales
check it
star
out.
chest. Confused breaking watches and transmitter on TP5. Big D getting an extra wrap and an antler from the utility chest right next to TP on stage 5. By the way, I didn't mention it. We did get a molten perforator from TP as well, which actually might proc with the special
The freeze,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, freezing Mithrix, getting the Murph hits in.
Big D is up on the moon with that vase. He'll be in the arena in no time here. Of course, if this was his world record run, he'd be finishing in 4 seconds.
Big D already halfway through phase 1.
We're getting a big
Having-
ATG there.
Oh yeah, more than halfway
Yeah,
now
that's what
because
we
we
were
have
talking
the
about.
freeze percentage.
Right now he's in first on this run. If he can get through phase 3 without any mishaps, he'll be taking home first here. And Faku is on pace to get 4th. As long as nobody else +5s, I don't think there's anything he can really do to make up this time loss at this point.
Which is so interesting. Maybe just giving
It
other
is.
people a chance. But I don't really think anyone's going to get bonus points on this run either. That's the other thing. So
No.
actually very interesting is seeing... So Faku's in kind of his own league right now with 11 points. But 4 points, 3 points, and 2 points on the others means they're actively competing for second right now. All of them. I mean, obviously, even Faku can lose first place.
But yes, they're all trying their best here, and
They do phase 4 right now and just finishing up with that shot. And they're going to get sub 19, looks like. So really good
Yeah.
job for them.
yeah, with that vase, they'll get back to the ship very quickly, and we'll just jump up in the air and vase down. I love when you aim in with your scope to get the vase just perfect.
Oh, yeah. Just trying to finish up phase 3 right now and is done. Entering phase 4. Faku's still, what, phase 1 here? It's crazy.
Yeah, Tyler should set up to finish phase 3 right here. I don't think he has a skip, so gonna have to do phase 4 as well. But yeah, that is how it's looking. Is I think Big D will take first here, Confused will take second, Tyler will take third, and Faku will take fourth.
Very
It's,
cut and dry run. I mean, 20-minute railgunner.
Didn't pose too much of an issue for everybody.
I want to give you guys some good news, okay? Faku got last. So that is incredible news for you guys. Big D got first, and
Yes, Confused second, Tyler third.
yeah, very good job,
So
guys.
yes, good news for you guys.
So very good
No
job.
deaths and on 18 and 19 and 19 and 21. That's nothing to scoff at. Really
No.
showing why you guys all belong in the finals. So
And
good
speaking
stuff
of the
to everybody.
finals, is the final 2 loadouts remaining. Void Fiend up next. Let's throw you guys in and let's see how it goes. I like Void Fiend in Gauntlet Racing. I think it's fun to watch. I think it's fun to see people utilize some corrupted form and just get in there and just try to kind of structure their runs around when they're going to transform, seeing them avoid healing a little bit more in like these kind of scenarios. So I think it's fun.
My issue with Void Fiend, I see, is people play too confident on the Survivor. They get
I
to
think
stage
so
5 and
too.
they don't have enough items, and they struggle. Because as strong as Corrupted Form is, Corrupted Form doesn't just beat stage 5 without items. Like, you need some damage, you need some mobility, you need some damage reduction. Confused finding a crit there, which is huge.
Yep.
And opting to take the Chronic expansion. But yeah, what do you think about taking that versus taking the Luminous? We see Big D and Confused taking the Chronic.
Obviously, I guess it doesn't really matter much what I think, because we're about to see it play out actually in the loadout in front of us. Like, how is that really going to affect things? I think the Luminous is really good, the fact that it lowers your M2 cooldown, and I think with Void Fiend that's pretty powerful. But I also think it's not as powerful as it would be on another Survivor, because every time we transform, we auto reset all of our stacks of M2. It has a little less advantage on Void Fiend than someone else. And I do think the Chronic expansion is really good. Both are obviously very good. And obviously Luminous does damage. It's not like it doesn't do damage in addition to that. So kind of a toss-up, but I guess we'll see. The actual builds here, I really like Tyler's build. Having the double crit with the extra speed, AoE, and the Luminous shot along with the backup mag, I think is really good. Helps stack a little bit faster on all of those. I do see a Void Cradle for Confuse here on stage 2. Attempt to bobble. He seemed to not want to take it for a second, but eventually does. Confused already starting the TP2 fight, getting a Doomstrider, but I mean, that's how that goes. Once you transform as Void Fiend, all of the stage bosses just kind of die. There is a Chronic expansion printed on stage 2, by the way, and it looks like Faku is the only one I see actually going into it. Maybe Tyler printed one actually there. There's a Focus Crystal on stage 2 as well. I mean, just a reminder, this is the biggest event we've had in terms of like stakes, right? This is huge, and this is probably affecting the racers a lot more than they might let on. Racing is hard. Getting up in front of hundreds of people and messing up is hard, or even having the chance to mess up is hard. And you have to play at the best level. You're competing against, you know, the other best racers that worked really hard to get here. That's really no easy feat. So if you see someone mess up, don't be too hard on them. I mean, it's tough here.
Yeah, I think just making it to the finals is really something to be proud of for all these guys.
Sure.
I know even with months of practice, I wouldn't have made it here. As somebody that's spent a lot of time racing and been on the other side of things, it's not easy at all.
Oh, and
You can hear
speaking
it
of
in his
WoW,
voice.
we see Confused take a +5. That is really fun. There was a blazing Greater Wisp on stage 4, and it's the boss actually. Just took a double shot from that and just burned to a crisp, unfortunately. I mean, the thing is though, with Void Fiend, luckily you do have your shift, which does cleanse debuffs. But I think people get in the habit of trying to use it to dodge and not as a reactionary thing. Yeah, just didn't have it up for that one. And that is a death for Faku as well. Wow.
Ooh,
Is that Faku's first
Okay.
death of the day?
I think that is, yeah. That's going to be
That
his
is
first +5.
shocking, actually.
Took him 5 loadouts to get there, but
Maybe 4
that's
loadouts
really
is
good
Faku's
news for the-
limit. We found it.
yeah, that might be it. He's not somebody that goes to tiebreakers very often because usually he just wins first, but he's setting up Big D to be in a pretty good spot because as long as Confused has a good run, Tyler has a good run, and Big D takes first, all of a sudden we're very close at the end of this loadout.
But I mean, I'll give it to him. 1 + 5 in 5 loadouts. Pretty damn good. We don't really see that often.
I think the big mistake he made there was just not killing the pre-spawn Imp Overlord.
Faku
but
and Tyler both
a
doing the
little bit.
same thing. both using the Sail Star out of that tri-shop right in a chest right next to it, getting some extra crit as well for it, which is really nice. Big D was able just to transform and just take out the Greater Wisp pretty fast. Didn't have the Imp to deal with. That wasn't really a big problem. Stage 5, by the way, has a Magmorm as a boss. Can be kind of a frustrating teleporter to deal with. Do have a lot of children just running around constantly, a lot of parents as well. Meanwhile, you're just trying to kill a worm that kind of stays underground majority of the time, it feels like. Also,
he gets right into this teleporter trying to keep his pace up.
you see Big D lagging behind a little bit here. Given the chance to get the Sail Star and get the chest right next to it, actually turned it down for a red wit, which will make the moon a little bit easier or a little bit faster for them actually. So
We are seeing a Molten Perforator dropping. It's okay.
Another one.
We all make
We've had a
mistakes.
few. Then we had one last run as well.
Yeah.
Good day for Murph. And Confused on the moon, the first one there with a vase. Everyone has the vase. Well, actually, Big D doesn't have the vase.
Oh, he missed it. That's huge because right now he doesn't have enough speed to skip. Tyler, on the other hand, is onto the moon, which, I mean, with that knowledge, I think Tyler's sitting pretty comfortable in the lead right now. Pillars just takes too much time. But
It's
Confused
just
onto his fight
difficult.
now.
With only 2 crit, has a pretty decent amount of uptime in corrupted mode, which is not bad. Tyler though has 4, so double amount of crit as Confused here, and does have a band where Confused does not have one at all. So I think in addition to Tyler not having that +5 and just being in a good spot, also just has a better build.
Yeah, I think for Tyler here, he's gonna need to actually stay pretty aggressive so that he keeps his uptime up as much as possible.
Yeah, as soon as
I mean, a good
Mithrix
reminder
like
for-
dashes away, then you start losing uptime. You need to be as aggressive as humanly possible.
All these guys are gonna, I wouldn't say they're gonna purposely get hit by Mithrix, but they understand that that's part of this fight with Void Fiend.
Yeah.
Because when you're corrupted, you can take some extra hits. You're not gonna get quite as much curse. It's not gonna take quite as much damage.
It is 50% damage reduction, by the way. It's the same as power mode. Most people
Yeah.
don't know that. It's an insane amount of blocking power. And especially if you have something a little bit extra like a wrap or an opal or just something, it just helps out even that little bit more. Especially
Yeah.
in like phase 2, which Confuses in right now.
Yeah, it's tough for Confused because that +5 has just really spelled some dismay for this run, putting him at quite the disadvantage. But I do like where Tyler's at. I mean, dealing with phase 2 as well.
Oh, we see another death for Faku. Oh my god.
Oh, brutal.
I was gonna say I did see Faku take a hammer slam. First part of phase 1 there. Faku's looking kind of rough here. Faku's the most
Yeah.
deaths in this loadout right now. Faku's looking at last place. Despite having no +5s in a decent position here, they might have a worse time than Faku, who has 2 +5s, depending on how the stage goes, just because of
Yeah,
pillars.
that's true.
Traveling to the pillars and back just takes so long, and that's going to be where most of the time goes. It's not charging them, so hope for the best. Tyler finishing up phase 4 right now. Confused about to enter phase 4, just finishing up this pizza. Mithrix does just dodge that Murph hits. Oh, okay. Confused, I was like, don't get hit there. Very close. Faku's in the middle of phase 3 right now. So, I mean, we're going to have to watch Big D to see how fast they can do this. Faku is doing some damage. Mid pizza, trying to get as close as possible. They do have a vase if they need to stall in the air or something. They also have the M2 using the vase right now just to retain height, using the Tentabobble to freeze Mithrix in the middle. Faku will transform in a second, and then that will lead us to phase 4 basically.
Yep.
Can we get a skip here? Oh, he was trying to go for it. Didn't quite get it.
Faku can't get last place on the next loadout, really. Because
Ah.
if either of them get first, we go to a tiebreaker.
Interesting.
And that's a much scarier spot than you want to be in for somebody that got first place bonus point.
Yeah. Hey, we
So-
said it's not over, and it's not over.
Yeah.
Go on, man.
Big D!
Let's
I'm
go.
No!
walking the
Oh
pocket.
no, a +5 from Big D.
That's
let's
crazy. Right at the end. Last
Wait,
hit,
he has to
actually.
We'll see. He needs to get to the ship in the next
2 minutes. Or like, yeah, 1
minute.
minute.
Only
Possible.
I could watch what is
I
going
know,
on.
I know.
You know what,
Middle
I'm
of
sure
phase
it's
4,
gonna
halfway
look forward.
through at the moment. Just finished at 34:40. I don't think he could do it.
It's going to depend on the portal and if he's able to.
Good portal.
Oh,
This
misses
is the portal. Oh no.
No.
Is that it?
Oh, no,
Oh,
no.
that's it. That-
Uh,
There's no way, right?
Oh,
Shit.
Big D only
he runs out of
has a
correct
red
form.
whip. Needs to be there in like
Yes.
10 seconds right now,
So
and that's not
close.
happening. Wow.
yeah. and
Can
that-
you believe that?
Man.
Wow.
Just
a
misses
couple
it by a
small
few seconds.
slip-ups. Missing that portal, that might have done it.
That +5 right at the end, like right at the end. And you were only just a few seconds off of beating Faku there. 7 seconds.
Oh,
7 seconds.
Yeah, missing that portal there at the end might have been the difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, the +5 was like the honestly more avoidable thing. Like, I don't know.
Very tough. But still very good job. And you know what is very interesting? Yeah. Tyler has kind of brought this back a little bit. Getting a bonus point that loadout, Tyler could actually enter in a 1v1 with Faku at the end for first, or even just flat out take it, depending on what happens. This is the last loadout, number
last
6.
Loadout of the season.
This is just the loadout that will shape the rest of your lives forever. Good luck.
We've got one important question to answer, which is
who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
And I'm glad that that's a question in our last loadout. Halfway through the day, I was a little worried we were gonna have a last
Faku
loadout.
was kind of, you know,
who's gonna get second, but the story's not over yet.
Between Tyler and Faku, I mean, and you heard, I mean, I don't want to put too much pressure on Faku, but you heard how nervous they were when we told them their place and that someone could beat them today. Their nerves are there.
Faku going, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? And that is not what you want to be thinking when you're going into your last loadout. You want to be thinking, that's okay, I got this. I'm a good enough player. I'm not scared of these guys. I don't know. He's got one job, which is not to get last. So let's see if he can do it.
Oh, it's scary though. I mean, even if he doesn't get last though, even if Faku gets 3rd place, Tyler could get a bonus point again, which they showed they can do, and maybe it happens. I mean, obviously, Confuse is very confident on this loadout. I mean, look at Big D, even pulling out some quick shot tech here. So
I mean, he's somebody that said that he couldn't really do it too much in the past, but showing up here.
By the way, remind me, Goji, how many times do you have to click a sprint in order to do this tech?
You gotta click it 10 times a second.
Yeah, it's just, we're probably gonna see.
You have to click it with your left hand with not your pointer finger, so
yeah,
it is not easy.
I know I've seen Snack rebind sprint to M1 to do it. I don't know what Big D's setup is. Maybe Big D is doing the same thing as that, like mouse M1. But Confused, I know, has sprint on shift, and his ring finger is hitting it 10 times a second.
That's the speedrunner and Confused that just comes out to play. So my big fear for this loadout is, like, you know, I think everybody wants to see Tyler make a stand here and, you know, send it to that overtime. The issue is, I don't think Tyler is the best Acrid in this field here. He might be the 4th best Acrid out of these 4. This is just a loadout that suits everybody else's playstyle a little bit more than his. Tyler
just saw a pair of wings in the adaptive chest and didn't take them. What do you think about that? Do you think that they're good for Acrid, or do you think that it doesn't really matter that much? It looks like Faku was like, hey, wings, and just took them immediately.
I mean, they're definitely good for Acrid. That's not a question. Are they good enough? I don't know. I mean, I think they're really nice for phase 2 is the main thing I think about.
Oh, man.
It lets you just, like, get up on those flying chimeras and not have as much of an issue.
Confused is already at stage 3, though. With 2 whips.
Yeah.
I think there was a whip printer stage 2, and wings in inventory right now. And I mean,
and it looks,
how do you slow down? And there's a Plarva on Confuse as well. Look how fast Confuse is able to really keep up that momentum on the fast hit tech and just take out the growth tender. Easy peasy. There's also another speed printer on stage 3. It's it's an energy drink one, which is really good. There's an abundance of speed. It looks like Confuse is just sticking with the whips instead, not really wanting to lose the slug or the AP rounds that they already have in their inventory. So Tyler is using the Shrine of Shaping there. Does have another life as well. They're not going to take a +5 easy here, and I think that's kind of the crazy thing as well. Oh, and Confused uses the pluripotent larva. Okay, so loses the band that they had. So that's not very good. That was a fire band too, so that's a free phase 4 skip. You can phase 4 skip with Acrid anyway, but that is a little bit loss of damage. And that does mean Confused can't really be as aggressive as they were probably planning on being in the Mithrix fight. Because they were probably holding on to that Dio saying like, oh, I'm gonna just go all in, fuck this. Like, I'm gonna get as many quick hits as I can in the fight. You wanna play a little bit more safe than that.
And the other part of it is it means that you don't have the agency to use that pluripotent larva as a means to convert some void items later in the run. If they find a couple ukuleles, if they find a couple ATGs, Confused doesn't get to turn those into polylutes and plasma shrimps, whereas everybody else is able to do that.
There is a void seed on stage 4 that Confused did not even touch. Already on stage 5, by the way. Tyler just got to stage 4 right now. And another Greater Wisp boss Confused died to the
this one's
last
really
one. Surely this one won't be as bad.
I was gonna say it's one of the few enemies that you're gonna deal with as a boss where the tech is actually gonna save you some time.
Oh
If
yeah.
it's flying outside of the teleporter and you can go kill that a little bit more quickly, you're not gonna lose time.
Still worried about Confused here. There are children just running around throwing orbs in, and if he gets slammed by this worm, that's an instant +5. You don't have the 30% larva anymore, so.
Oh yeah, and he's really low now.
Oh, he does get hit by an orb. Now has to use the wings just to run around a little bit.
Yeah, losing
One
his
more
time
big
here.
hit, and he's out of the running. So and
Not gonna do
Confused
much.
dies. That's
Oh,
a
no.
+5. So now Confused cannot get bonus points anymore, which probably was kind of part of his plan in going so fast with Acrid. But I
Oh,
mean,
and Faku +5s as well. Oh, Faku +Vs
100%
actually.
larvas. Yeah. No, I mean, that is bad news for Faku, though. I mean, going forward, clearly stage 5 is decently difficult. And looking at Big D and Tyler that have their Dios intact going into stage 5, that I feel a lot
Yeah.
better about that. But something that Big D doesn't
A
have
lot of shaping.
is the wings.
Tyler's really the one to watch here. I mean, he's kind of in the position he wants to be in. It all really comes down to Faku.
Oh, I'm scared.
Man, this is looking scripted.
I don't know who's gonna win, man. I mean, Tyler's looking good. He is on stage 4, but he is done with the teleporter, so he can leave right now. He's actually looting a lot more on the other side of the stage, which kind of has me a little bit worried. Faku is leaving right now. I really want Tyler to get the hell out of here. Confused is on the moon right now. Let's see if Confused can actually still maybe get in the lead and take a first place even with those that +5 he has. It's still possible.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, he should have the fastest fight just based on how comfortable he is with the tech. It's really important to watch here is how does Faku deal with this boss.
Taking a lot of time outside of the teleporter, like you were saying earlier, to deal with the greater wisp. It does hit him. He does lose actually a lot of health there, so he's trying to back off to charge GP right now.
I'm really
and
scared
Faku
for Faku. He's down
is
to
really low.
80 HP.
Dude.
And you can just tell that he's nervous with how he's playing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's immediately running away in every situation. He knows that if he +5s here, that could be him losing the entire day.
Oh man. We can see
Oh.
Tyler actually farming a bit of pennies here, actually at the top. Has his eye on something in the multi-shop, doesn't want to go to TP without it. Oh, it's a
Uke.
Okay,
And he
interesting
does
for
have
the
that larva.
yeah, the poly loot that we can get later. Faku is kind of in a better spot now, is more at full health. It is scary though. Beatty actually backing off right now of the boss, a little bit low at the moment. I'm kind of nervous for Faku for Mithras, because if they have this kind of nervous energy going to Mythics, they might not be as aggressive or as comfortable with being as aggressive they want. And they're so good at it too, but I don't know, that they're a little bit shaken up.
And I mean, something we haven't talked about is phase 2. Like, what is everybody's solution for phase 2?
What is Big D's
I don't-
solution for phase 2? Everyone else just
I mean,
use
wings
wings,
are
I
gonna
guess.
help.
We're about to see Confused solution right now, because we're about to go into phase 2 Mythics for him. Oh man, this is...
And it's interesting.
Yeah, what is
Seeing how much
interesting?
Faku has struggled with his stage 5, he's basically evened up with Tyler and actually opting to loot a little bit before going on to stage 5, which could
Stage
just be a
6.
symptom of the nervousness here.
Yeah, and Big D's low right now as well,
Stage
actually
6.
having to leave TP at only 60%. I might... Yep, Big D... I was gonna say, I think Big D's gonna proc the Dios, and they definitely did. They got Needle
Yeah.
Tick and Van. They did not get the other goodie. And the second person on the moon is Tyler. Oh my god, that is insane.
Looking over at Confused, he's playing very cautiously in this phase 2.
Yeah.
When wings are off cooldown, he's just not interacting, hiding behind these pillars.
Mm.
Faku and Tyler making their way down the tunnel. We can see that they're actually about even. Tyler's real time and Faku's real time. So
It just might be
it's
that
gonna be a matter of-
that death protection, I think, and that's kind of the big thing.
well, yeah, that's it. I mean,
Yeah,
I think if Faku can get through this fight without a +5,
Confused actually being saved, I think, by that stealth kit there, that proc. That is insane. Really low here in phase 2. I mean, even for Confused here, this is a really tough phase 2 to handle. Even with trying to group everything together, it's just not working as well as he's wanting. And
Yeah.
Tyler is into the fight first. Tyler, the only one with his Void Dios intact. He can be a little bit aggressive here if he wants to. I encourage it,
yeah, I
actually.
think he should be. And the worst case scenario is he ends up with a poly loot.
But Faku is still being more aggressive, getting in there, holding Mythics down with the Void Band, which is actually pretty damn good here. Able to M1 him a
Yeah.
lot more, use luminous shots. It's all how comfortable is Faku doing this. If Faku plays it perfect, doesn't die, and just keeps going strong, Faku wins. If Faku dies, Tyler might win the day.
We'll have to
Oh,
see,
man.
Race. We'll have to see. Beatty's making his way up the tree now without this pillar skip.
That being said,
Mm.
Confused is kind of a little bit far ahead still, but it's not going to be
That's true.
enough for the +5, I don't think. And Faku finishing
But-
off phase 1, a little bit ahead of Ty, actually.
And this is going to be very telling here. How does he deal with phase 2? He doesn't have a wrap. He has some pretty good damage, but he can't get caught out here.
Taking out the Golem second, actually, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what is happening on Faku's screen. Does
you know
miss.
what's really helping him here?
Yeah.
He has 3 healing drones. He's
That
barely
is huge.
taking
And
any
Tyler doesn't have
aggro.
one. Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. That might be the thing that
Yep.
gets Faku the win on phase 2 here.
Yeah, it really could be.
Oh,
And
dear.
for Faku, it's just going to be about playing a clean phase 3, not eating a pizza.
Oh, Confused is really low. Haven't actually stepped out there. It's almost done with phase 3 for Confused, though. Just has to survive a little bit longer. Does into phase 4. Faku almost finishing up phase 2 right now. And meanwhile, Tyler is only 20-30% done with it and has to take cover here. It looks like Faku's
Yeah.
taking the lead. A dramatic lead, actually. We'll see. Faku in the middle of phase 3, halfway through phase 3 already. A full phase
Yeah,
ahead
doing a good
now.
job.
The big question is, does Faku take a slice of pizza?
And this is going to be it. Can he get through this last phase of pizza here? As long as he can do
Oh.
this, I think he's going to be our season's champion. Tyler takes his +V over on the other screen there.
Does have a polyloot, does have saver spaces here.
Finishes pizza.
The Wisps are dead. Getting
Faku's
ready
actually gonna set
for
up
a phase 4 skip. Does not.
Misses it, but
Misses it. In phase 4,
I
though.
think he's looking good.
I think he's looking
I think
pretty
Faku
good.
might have done just enough. It was barely enough, but I think he might have pulled it together right at the end here of second half of our race and done exactly what he needed to do. A couple more hits, got his items back, and
Oh, man.
race. I think we know who won our Risk of Resources seasons, and I think he's walking back to the ship right now.
Think we have a grand champion?
Imagine he grubs it after I say that.
He decides on the ship. Dude, that would be the craziest thing actually ever.
Oh, God, I'd feel so bad for him. Oh,
I wouldn't even know what to say. I would have nothing to say. I would just have to say I'm sorry. Oh, man.
he performed today, and like regardless how shaky these last 3 loadouts are, the ability to win one loadout, get bonus points, and get bonus points.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know Faku's heart is beating out of his chest right now in the ship, just waiting. He has no idea what's happened.
Faku,
Is that enough?
Is that
Faku,
enough?
you did just enough. You are the
Oh,
champion
yeah.
of seasons.
Congratulations, man. First place.
Great job.
I know you were nervous that loadout,
Panicking
especially
so
stage
hard.
5.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
I
you
was just
looked
crying.
like you were on the most nervous point of your life on stage 5. I could see the way you were trying to dodge those enemies. You were in like survival mode.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
man.
well, a well-deserved victory.
Very good job.
Lots of claps for you.
The final results are in, and first of all, I just want to say excellent job, everybody. That was an insane race to watch from start to finish, especially in the last loadout. It was really close. We almost had a tiebreaker. Second place was constantly shuffling hands between everybody the whole time. All you guys did great up until the end, so very good job. But the final standings of the grand final of the season 1 are Faku with first place at 15, Tyler with 10, Confused with 8, and Big D 6. And as always, just reminder, you all are getting a piece of the prize pool today, so a
course
very
not,
good
not
job, guys.
required.
And especially Faku, you congratulations for winning season 1.
Thank you, thank you.
Huge clap, dude.
GG's
I'm
fucking.
clapping.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Very awesome. As for all the other stuff today, I want to thank everyone for sticking around through the season. It was awesome. It was awesome to see it and everything. If you guys want to see when the next race is going to be, join the Discord. In the meantime, for Risk of Resources stuff, we have DLC 3 just around the corner, which is also very exciting. So we have some plans on the way and all the good stuff. And you can also join the Risk of Resources team. Go to riskofresources.com/apply, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hell yeah. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.